Hey guys, welcome to Flavor Stories by Amrita. Let's make something delicious today. For this recipe of herb chicken, we will need the following ingredients. Let's start with some fresh coriander leaves. I am just going to clean this up a little by removing the thicker stems. I personally prefer using mostly the leaves here because it gives a much fresher taste and the texture turns out smoother in the final mix. Once that's done, I'm transferring all of this into a mixer jar. Make sure you get everything in. This is going to be the base of our marinade. Next up is the garlic. So I'm using about 4 to 5 cloves here. Garlic basically adds a really strong punchy flavor that brings everything together. Now I'm not doing anything much here, I'm just peeling the garlic. Nothing complicated, just removing the skin and keeping the cloves whole. You don't need to chop it because it's anyway going into the mixer. And once that is done, add the whole clove straight into the jar. Now comes the flavor part. This is where everything starts coming together. So firstly, I'm adding a pinch of carom seeds, which is also called as ajwain in India. Next up, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of oregano powder. And next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of chili flakes for a little heat. After this, I'm going to be adding a mixture which contains 1 teaspoon of jeera powder and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Next, add 1 teaspoon of salt. You can always adjust this later according to your taste. Also add in half a teaspoon of sugar because this will enhance the taste overall. Next, a little bit of coconut oil, around 1 to 2 teaspoons. I like using coconut oil here because it adds a subtle richness and it also helps to keep all the flavors really well together. And now for some freshness, half a lemon. So I'm just squeezing it while catching the seeds in my hand, so only the juice goes in. And that is it. This is ready to go into the mixer. I'll just put it on the mixer and be back. While on the mixture, I'm gonna give this a quick blend. Not too much. We do not want a smooth paste here. A slightly coarse texture works best for this recipe. And this is exactly what we're looking for. Nicely blended, but a little textured. Now moving on to the chicken. So I'm using about 250 grams of chicken breast here. It's tender, easy to cut and works really well for this kind of recipe. Now before cutting, make sure to pat it completely dry using a tissue. This step is really important because if there's moisture, the marinade will not stick properly. Now cut this piece into small, bite-sized pieces. Try to keep them even so that they cook uniformly. Now I have used chicken breast here and then I've cut it into smaller pieces. But you can also use chicken legs if you prefer. And if you don't want to cut it, you can even use the same marinade on a full chicken breast and then grill it like a steak. That too tastes amazing. Once it is evenly cut, transfer all of the chicken pieces into a bowl. After this, add in that fresh green marinade we just made. Now just go in with your hands and mix everything really well. Make sure every single piece is nicely coated. Take your own sweet time with this step because this is where all the flavor gets locked in. There is no hurry, take your time. I'm also adding a little extra oil and giving it one more good mix to help everything come together. And now the marinade is done. we just need to let this marinate for at least 30 minutes. The longer it rests, the better the flavor. So let's start cooking now. Heat up a pan and drizzle in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm using coconut oil again because it really adds a nice richness and enhances the overall flavor, and also it's very healthy. Right, so now start placing the chicken pieces onto the pan. I'm just laying them out one by one, trying to make sure everything fits in nicely without overlapping too much. So what I generally do is I go from the outer edge and then work my way in towards the center. So take your time in this step, no need to rush, because the placement is also really important in this step. And that is everything. If you have any leftover marinade in the bowl, don't waste it. Just add it right on top. That's extra flavor right there. Let the chicken cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes overall. Now this is a shallow fry, not a deep fry, so you do not have to add excess oil. So the chicken is slowly cooking now while absorbing all those flavors. You'll start to see the steam and hear that little sizzle. That's exactly what we want. After a bit, start flipping the pieces. I'm using a wooden spatula since this is a non-stick pan. Just gently turn them over so they cook evenly on all sides. And keep stirring occasionally. Make sure nothing sticks and everything cooks through evenly. If you're enjoying this recipe so far, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to Flavor Stories by Amrita. If you prefer your chicken a little more juicier and more tender, you can also cover the pan with a lid for a few minutes. Now this process basically helps to retain the moisture instead of letting it escape, making your chicken much more tender and juicier. Let this cook for around 5 minutes. Keep stirring in between and you'll see the chicken slowly turn perfectly cooked and tender. And this is exactly what you're looking for. Perfectly cooked, coated and full of flavor. And here is your final result. You can enjoy this as a starter or pair it with something like ghee rice, jeera rice or even a simple herb rice. Give this a try and let me know how it turns out. And don't forget to follow Flavor Stories by Amrita for simple, delicious recipes.